Good morning, myself Dr. Pawan Bambu. Today's topic structure and union. Structure. What is structure? A structure is a user defined data type. Let us take a flashback of data type. What are data type? Are data types tell us about which type of data will be stored in the variable, and we have learned three types of data type. First one was primitive data type, that was provided by the language integer, float and character. Second was derived data type, which were derived from this integer, float and character, that was array, we have studied earlier. And this one is user defined data type, structure as well as union. We will be studying structure first. So structure is a user defined data type, that is the collection of more than one data types, but the data should be of similar type. Similar type means if the data is of the student information, then the data should be related with the student only. If the data is related with the library, then the data should be of library only. Syntax for declaring a structure: struct is a keyword, then you can give any name to the structure data type, then its data members, bracket close, then its variable, and semicolon should be remembered. Example: struct student, its name, its age, its branch. Name is having 25 characters, branch is having 10 characters, then gender, then bracket close and semicolon. Then we have declared variables of this data type. Struct student, s1 and s2 are the variables of this structure data type, that is user defined data type. Let us see the example of this structure of taking student information in a program. Initially, that is include section where we have included the header files. Then after that we have to declare the structure, the definition of the structure that we are taking. Struct student, name, roll number, marks. Name is of 50 characters, then s10, then semicolon. S10 means we have taken a one dimensional array of students, means we can store data of 10 students here. Fine. Then in main we can see we have given information to the student that you enter your information. In the for loop we are taking si bracket in the bracket dot roll, means when the I value is 0, s0 is the first student, dot should be kept there, dot roll number is the first student roll number, that is I plus 1. Then in printf statement we are printing the roll number. Then we are giving message to the user, enter your name. We are taking input its name in the scanf statement using %s. This time si, we are not using an address sign over here because in strings we are not taking address. Dot name, then we are taking input as a marks, and then in the next coming for loop we are outputting this information of the student on the screen to the user that we have inputted. Fine. Next is union. Union is again a user defined data type that keeps more than one data type, but they should be related. It is different from a structure in the case of memory. Structure takes more memory and union take less memory, because in union only a single memory is used by all of the data members, but in structure all of the data members are having its own memory. We will see in the next example how it happens. The syntax of union differ from structure only from struct we will using a union keyword in place of struct, and again the same student union is defined and variables are defined. Next is example for union, in which initially the include section we have included the header files, then we have declared a union of student. Again it is having name, roll number and marks, and again we have taken one dimensional array of 10 students, and we are in the main section we are giving information to the student that enter your information. See here we will be allocating a memory for the largest data member that the union is having. The largest data member the union is having, that is name, that is having 50 characters, and each character will having 1 byte, means 50 byte will be allocated here for the union, and these 50 bytes will be used by all of these data members one by one. That's why we can see in the for loop, first of all we are taking input as a roll number, then we are printing the roll number, then we are taking again input name as a name, then we are printing again the name, then we are taking input marks, then we are printing the marks. We can't store and then input the next of the data member. This flexibility is present in structure but not in union. Union is having its advantage that it is taking less space, and structure is having an advantage that it can store more number of data members at a time, and at one time it can print it out simultaneously. Next, it is a comparison between union and structure. We have gone through it. Union is having union keyword, structure is having struct keyword, memory is allocated for the largest member in the union, but the structure is having all of the members are allocated, all independent memory. All next is all of the data members are sharing the memory, but all of the data members having its own memory. Next is the syntax, how we can access only one field at a time in the case of union, but structure we can have multiple access. Altering of the value of a member affects the value of other members in case of union, but not in the case of structure because they are having their independent memory. Flexible arrays are not supported by union, but they are supported by structure because they are having independent memory. With the help of union we can check the endiness of the system, but it is not possible with structure. Endiness means how the numbers are stored in your system. Then last is your exercise. You can go through the questions, you will get the solution in the presentation as well as in the sheet that I have provided you, solution